It's Friday night. What are you up to?
I don't know, I thought about going and get a curry. What are you doing?
I could eat. Might binge watch a box set.
Bob's Burgers.
Or I guess we could co-host a freaking awesome new live music TV show.
We could do Silentrooms Live!
The sunset screen while a couple of cats with the sunset creeping on, cooking all lost in the team, not feeling kicking off dust. The streets love bleeding on, bleeding on. Oh no, you're good and I'm good, so I should stop. So good, but it's late and I'm late. Listen up. Hey, girl, do what you want. Take all your time till the time is gone. We're done. Pretty with the sun. I just dream that we're way too far down the track. Reset the time, turn the clock back. Yeah, I'm drunk. It's a pity our love was done. Memories stacked to the wrong comes calling. I can't hold back, that you will come pouring down, pouring down. But you're good and I'm good, so I should stop talking. But I can't wait, and it's late, so you never fit off. Hey, girl, do what you want. Take all your time till the time is gone. We're done. Thank you.
Welcome to Silentrooms Live. How good were Only the Poets? Come with me. We got these Septic Stars here. These guys are gonna melt your faces with the volume of their rock and roll in a minute. And follow me through the crowd.
Over here.
Through the crowd to one of the most talented human beings on the planet right now, Grace Savage. And why not? Let's go straight back. Only the Poets! Tom,
Stonking.
welcome to our Silentrooms Lounge.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Biggest news ever for you guys.
From the 21st September, yeah, we will be BBC Radio 1 Track of the Week, which is obviously quite a big deal.
Yeah, that's massive. That's a massive audience.
I've been listening to these shows, for years, so to be on them is amazing. The likes of Nick Grimshaw, Greg James, Clara Amphot, Annie Mac, all these big names that are going to be chatting about your band. So yes, and obviously reaching a mad wide audience. So
yeah, proper,
good news.
Absolutely mental
Yeah,
audience.
Good news, and well deserved, because you've been working pretty hard over the summer.
Yeah.
To achieve this. You've just how many dates did you sell out on your UK tour?
We sold out 6 of 7. So.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the
yeah.
6 sellout dates. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you.
On 6.
Okay, so I would be pretty happy with
Yeah, and the only reason why we didn't sell out all of them,
Yeah.
to just add, is because we had to upgrade the venue. So we went from we did sell out the original one, but then the venue actually closed down.
And what a fantastic way to engage with fans.
Yeah.
Doing campsite shows at festivals and am I right in thinking Freshers Week you've been doing some shows in student houses?
Yeah. So actually, this coming week, whilst we're on Radio 1, we thought it'd be great to go and do a couple of Fresher shows for fans. So we basically reached out on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter to fans, and they got back to us, and we're doing 2 Fresher shows, one in Birmingham, one in London. It's going to be amazing, man. Can't wait. And obviously, campsite shows work so well, we think, is because the fans are the most important thing for us. And if you're making that effort to go and interact with them on like a very personal level. Yeah. After all shows, we do meets and greets.
Fans can text you directly to the band's phone?
Yeah. We use a band phone app. Yeah, our manager decided to use it. It's been great. It's just like a mailing list, really, but directly they can text us and they get texted out updates, new releases, pre-sale tickets, slightly cheaper tickets sometimes as well. And it's great, and we interact with people on it. We wish people happy birthday when it's their birthday. We've actually just released some dates for December, doing a tour in December, and then we've got our biggest ever headline tour in March, and we're actually going to be playing some O2 Academies. Not the big rooms, like the O2 Academy 2 Newcastle, O2 Academy 3 Birmingham, Dingwalls in London, which is another big venue. So yeah, and the aspiration is just to keep selling out shows, playing bigger venues, getting more fans, going out on the road with bigger bands as support, because that's the we've got a lot to thank. Like Kosa, the reason probably why we were able to do it, and we're very grateful because you give bands like us a platform to perform in front of that many people. We did like 8,000 in a week in April, and since then we've not really looked back. Yeah. And so that was hands down. Obviously the music probably comes into it to a certain extent because the fans have to interact with it and like it. But yeah, man, like we just want to just keep touring all the time, even though we're shattered. It's got to be done. Just got to be done, yeah. But thanks for having me. Seriously.
Thanks for coming.
No worries, man. Yeah, go Manchester now. Yeah.
So no, we're really grateful you took the time.
No worries. Legends, thank you. Nice bracelet. Oh, I thought it was similar to mine.
Tom, thank you so much.
No worries, man.
Brilliant. Tom, Friday the Poets.
Cool, thank you to the Silentrooms guys, by the way, for having us. Thank you so much. Cheers, seriously. So this next one, we got a bit of it's a kind of cool announcement actually. So as of tomorrow, this tune you're about to hear is going to be BBC Radio 1 Track of the Week. So if you like what you hear tonight, tune in all week. Even Hell, this next song will be played once for the next 7 days on BBC Radio 1. Yeah, man, we are Only the Poets. This song is called Even Hell. Let's do it. The rocks are racing, the hearts are heavy, here I'm breaking. All my mistakes, they hold my shoulders. You're my escape, 'cause whatever happens now, it's nice to know, I know, sailing on with you, even hell feels like home. It's a lonely road, we got a long way left to go. Long as I'm with you, even hell feels like home. Oh, even hell feels like home. Hey. Be my songbird, my magic feather. Keep believing you. Make me better, my inspiration, my getaway car, my consolation, yeah. Whatever happens now, nice to know I'm not alone. Sailing on with you, even hell feels like home. It's a lonely road, we got a long way left to go. Long as I'm with you, even hell feels like home. Even panic in the dark, but you're the light. Come on, walk me home tonight. Cause I just wanna feel alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. I just wanna feel alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. It's nice to know I'm not alone. So when I'm with you, even hell feels like home. It's a lonely road, we got a long way left to go. Long as I'm with you, even hell feels like home. Thank you. We've got one song left, is that cool, yeah? Thank you very much for having us. We've been Only the Poets this evening in Southampton. Thank you. Crying out loud, I loved you, you said you loved me. Funny, I run into you Friday, midnight, so funny you wearing the same dress, skin tight, purple. I only come out for what you want, some jukebox, some dancing. You, me and him in the soul bar, what were chances? Don't let me get emotional, emotional, don't get me started. Emotional, emotional, sources. For crying out loud, I loved you, you said you loved me. Who the fuck is he to look at me like that? To look at me like that? The days gone by, we laughed, we cried, we danced all night. Who the fuck is he to look at me like that? To look at me like that? Don't look at me like that. But no one's ever called me a pipe. Fair play, respect. If something tells me he doesn't like me, the last time I checked, he was cutting me a look like he owns it. Nice one, did care, but he could never know you like I did. Inside and there, don't let me get emotional, emotional, don't get me started. Emotional, emotional. For crying out loud, I loved you, you said you loved me. Who the fuck is he to look at me like that? To look at me like that? The days gone by, we laughed, we cried, we danced all night. Who the fuck is he to look at me like that? To look at me like that? Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. Thank you, Only the Poets. Nice one.
Grace Savage.
All right, how are you feeling? Make some noise. My name's Grace Savage. I'm going to start off by making some sounds with my face. I'm just going to put my headphones on. Here we go. I could do it like hey, I can't beat the answer. I'm ready to dance with the vampire and wanna hit that dip. Get your camera, you can see it. The bitch that right now she wanna my plum in that. I guess that get any. Mine. Well, I say, dubstep, am I? My. To be when I heard you say what you said to me to every dude aside. Look like you're working up an appetite for the night. Check it, bang, and I just sat at the back, keeping you out. The way you act, it was drinking time, getting out of line, and I'm taking you back to your place. All is well and all is cool. Stay in your place, don't be no fool. Get along alright. A little at a time, that we'll try to fight. Best off being a friend of me. You don't want to offend me, better play it cool. Don't know what I might do. Just what I had to be when I heard you say what you said to me to every dude aside. Look like you're working up an appetite for the night. Checking, and I just sat at the back, picking you up. The way you act, it was drinking time, getting out of line, and I'm taking you back to your place. Don't know what I might do. I will do. I don't know what I might do. That do it do that. I don't know what I might. What am I? I don't know what I might do. What am I? Don't know what I might do. I need the dollar is what I need. I need the dollar is what I need. What am I? I need the dollar is what I need. What am I? I need the dollar, don't know what I might do. I need the dollar is what I need. If I share with you my story, won't you share your dollar with me? What am I? What am I? What am I? I don't what am I? What am I? What am I? Don't know what am I do. Thank you. Thank you.
Back in the interview lounge with Grace after a stonking set. I mean, how physically she does what she does is just absolutely incredible. Anyway, lead it.
So I guess the ideal thing as in when you're interviewing an artist is to really get into the mind of the artist. Mm-hmm. I've actually seen inside your head this week.
Yes.
Explain.
Yeah. Are we really using these?
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
We're doing it.
Nah. I went inside an MRI scanner as part of a thing we were showcasing for the British Science Festival in Hull. A neuroscientist was looking at the anatomy and the articulatory skills of beatboxers. And you can see my tongue, uvula, my epiglottis, all these words I'd never heard before sort of working so you could see my beatboxing.
How did that come about? How did you end up involved in that project?
That was just me doing a random charity gig in East London, and someone in the audience runs the British Science Festival, said, I know what I want you to do. I'm going to hook you up with this scientist and we're going to do a little experiment.
It was like a little separate character inside your head just making all these noises.
Yeah, it looks like a little cartoon character or something. Someone compared it to Slimer from Ghostbusters.
We thought Flubber. You ever seen
Flubber,
the film
yeah.
Flubber? It just looked like a Flubber dancing around.
But it's not just me. Even when we're just speaking now, if you look at an MRI of someone speaking, it's incredible how hard all that is working. The tongue is literally moving around all the time to create space and create sounds. And the whole point of it was to sort of show how natural speech patterns are similar to beatboxing.
Yeah, and you've been on TED Talks as well.
Yeah, I did a TEDx London at the Royal Festival Hall in front of 2,000 people. And I named the talk Being a Female Beatboxer, and I talked about how we sort of, sexism and misogyny in the industry and internet trolling and stuff like that.
How different do you find something like that where you're I guess really opening up and being quite vulnerable to the work you do as an actress, to the work you do as a songwriter, to the work you do as a beatboxer? Are these all kind of complementary, or do you view those as kind of quite different sides of what you do?
I think being vulnerable is strength, really, and it's important. And if we were all just singing, put your hands up in the air, yeah, baby, it was like, great, I don't feel anything. Yeah. You have to connect to something true, otherwise the audience won't connect with anything true. And it's up to you how much you want to reveal.
More! Who else wants more? Then you shall have more. This is me doing 4 layers of beatboxing at the same time. Layer 1 sounds like this. 2. 1. 2. 3. Did anyone notice that I burped then? Oh, there was just nothing in anyone's eyes. Yeah, that's just a beatbox sound. No, just a build-up of air. Layer 3. 1. Clapping isn't helpful. I know you're enthusiastic, but unless you're a human metronome, it really puts me off. Thank you so much, though. Layer 1. 3. 4.
4. 2. 3. 4.
So am I right in thinking you're actually working on your debut album right now?
Yeah, I am. I brought out 2 EPs. I'm now working with a management company and a booking agent,
Okay.
and I'm just in the studio writing loads, and hopefully there'll be an album.
So, big news?
Yeah, it's fair to say your career's not stalling while you're working on that. You're progressing in terms of airplay and exposure and...
I've just got Radio 1 BBC introducing Track of the Week next week.
Oh! Fantastic. So that means you're going to be on the UK's biggest radio station, played every day,
Yes.
played on these shows.
Yeah, it's
No big
mental.
deal, no big deal.
No big deal, I know.
What track?
Running Underwater.
Fantastic. So that's off your last EP,
Yes.
and that's,
Yeah.
that's phenomenal. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, a bit. When I got the email, I was in the studio with the guy that I wrote the track with, and he's someone I've been writing with for like 6 years, and I just burst into tears.
Did you?
Like, yeah, happy tears. 'cause
Yeah, I bet.
it's really hard work being a musician.
Yeah.
It's hard work doing what you guys do. It's hard work working from the ground up and putting your own money into stuff and not thinking it's going to go anywhere, and it's difficult, you know?
We know all about that, man. We know
Yeah,
all
you
about
know
that.
about it.
But
So-
no, absolutely. So getting that recognition and that
It means a lot.
appreciation for the work that you do.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to do a shameless self-promotion thing here. If you're interested in buying an EP, it's a £5 or £3 or £2, whatever you've bloody got, I'll have it, to be honest. Oh, it's not worth a tenner. Unless you're rich, then it is worth a tenner. Yeah, so come and meet me afterwards and we can do that deal. This song is called Headlights, and it was written about a few friends of mine that were in pretty shitty relationships with quite insecure, controlling men, I suppose. No, there are controlling, horrible women out there as well. There are just some horrible people out there, and you know, it creates toxic relationships, and it's sad seeing people suffer in those. So I wrote a song. About it. It's called Headlights. At midnight, gonna chase sunlight and feel the burn. You know that it's your turn. Too much wine and you feel the bite. It's getting colder now. You look older now. You lived a lie 1,000 times. It's not safe for you to play this game. Running for your life. I heard it all before. I won't be there every time you fall. Go on, put your headlights on. Gotta see what he has done. 'Cause you know Go on, put your headlights on. You gotta see what he has done. 'Cause you know you're not the same girl that I used to know.
And live, you're playing all over the place. You're touring constantly. You're playing festivals. You're playing your own gigs.
Yeah, I think with the beatboxing thing,
Yeah.
that means I do get booked quite a lot for gigs, I suppose, because it's quite a unique, interesting live
Sure.
element. So I've always been quite lucky with the live side of things, and
Yeah.
I work a lot in theatre as well, and
Yeah.
like teaching beatboxing workshops with
Yeah,
kids.
I was seeing
And
it on the BBC, yeah.
yeah, so I keep busy.
That's true. I must admit, since becoming aware of you, you keep popping up everywhere. You're on BBC News. You're on BBC Radio 5.
I'm just
you're-
an annoying
you're
little
coming-
person, always there.
Annoyance.
He's a good stalker of bands. I mean, yeah, I get pinged in, I'm like, oh my God, that's really good. How do you get all this, George?
Stalker's not the word I use. Connoisseur.
He's on a website called stalker.com for musicians, that's what it is, so, yeah. Absolutely amazing having you on. It's been fantastic. I'm so glad you came down. There was moments when you were performing that my jaw just hit the deck. And I could hear everyone else go, oh. It's like just noises that were coming out of your mouth that I just didn't think physically a human could do.
Grace Savage.
Now it's time for the Septic Stars! Come on!
Never back down, we're shaking still. On a rock and that's motherfuckers. Let's see you gonna break it down. Let's go.
Right, we got the Septic Stars in the lounge. Yay! And I just found out Matt has lice.
Oh, man, you said you wouldn't say anything.
I know, but is that an STD? Or are we allowed to say that nowadays?
Oh, come on, man.
He gave it on stage.
Oh,
to
cheers for
everyone.
him, man.
We're all sweaty and smelly from the mosh pit. The noise was so loud, it was incredible. You're just a tidal wave of just monster noise. It's just epic.
Thank you.
Absolute epic. When I first heard you, and on your album, which you guys got to buy, it's just like instant for me. It was absolutely instant. Just even from the first track, I was just pulled in. And I listened to the rest of the album, and yeah, it was you introduced, wasn't it? Louis really pushed the album on me. So
First time I've been at a show and the venue owner has suggested we go over curfew because he was enjoying the
Yeah,
show so
I mean,
much.
yeah,
so-
big up Firehouse for letting us play past the curfew. We poured all 5 of our hearts into it. Like, to be honest, it's 4 years worth of work, if you will, maybe 3 or 4 years worth of work. We played as much live as possible. Hence the Silentrooms lighting. We love playing live shows. So we played as much live as possible, gained that experience, wrote the tracks, and we thought we want to come away and actually put this down so A, people can hear it properly, and B, it is something that we have achieved as 5 friends. Like we have done this. It's like a bucket list thing for us. So
How's the album been received generally?
pretty positively, I would say. We got reviewed in Metal Hammer, which is not bad. Someone picked it up who had seen us. We supported Fort Hope. At the Joiners once. Matt Mills, shout out for the review. He liked what he saw. I sent him a track. I said, "Oh, what do you think of this?" He'd already sent it to the editor of Metal Hammer, and we got featured in there. So that literally blew us away.
Well, to have achieved what you have as well, because you've quite clearly got a dedicated fan base. People are turning up to the shows. People are really supportive on the social media. You're an unsigned band. You've made your own album. From where I'm standing, you're kind of carving your own way.
Yeah. I mean, that's the difficulty these days. Is like obviously. You do it yourself, a hell of a lot of work goes into it. Like no one backing you with PR and stuff like that. It's just difficult. Like so, for us, we just constantly slogging, trying to play, making sure we come away from a show where we've gained new fans.
I think it's just to kind of keep rolling with it, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's just to kind of keep rolling with it. Like it's not about getting bigger and better shows. Just keep getting shows going. It's as simple as that. Like, and the thing is as well, in our town especially, we've got some pretty key venues here that are known around the country, they're known around the world as well, and they're all under threat. If we can keep them going and we can keep playing in them, I think that's really all we really want. Like we've watched the Talking Heads close in the next couple of weeks, I think it is.
Devastating.
I went to the last.
We did our pilot show there.
Yeah.
It's just devastating that place.
It is.
Closing.
It's
We
shocking.
watched it move, and
It is
now
shocking.
we're watching it close down. So it's like.
So I mean, that's a scary prospect, but as long as we can keep that going, as long as we can keep ourselves rolling, it doesn't matter whether we're going to a bigger, better venue, we're playing with bigger bands.
The fact that people want us to come back and play for them, or to have us play for them in the first place, is an honour to us. Like,
I fucking love playing this venue. Thank you for having us as always. Sorry about my hiccup earlier, but I couldn't hear myself. Oh, there it is right there. A great big sea of dust. I will live stand. I will swim across an ocean, girl, but man, I can hold your hand. That storm will seek the blind us through the trees. You're the strongest ray of light, and I see bursting through the canopy. So if I build my soul, I hope that you see the best of me. I'll take this toll, and I cannot win in line. Play my hand. You may choose to bet against me, but I just couldn't stand. Lose out the line inside those eyes. let me hear you. Ooh, inside, go. I'm lost and won't come out again. I walk the path that's on the way. Yeah, but inside this space I found a friend. So take my hand and we'll begin to my bare my soul. I hope that you see the best of me. Now take this toll tonight. Can I win in line? I'll play my hand. He chose to bet against me, but I just couldn't stand. Lose out the line inside Chris. How we doing? Let's go! If you knew what you truly mean to me, unity so we can breathe easy. Now go in the prophets, I felt the whole pierce me. Nothing can stop the flow of that bleeding. Now I've been trying to put two ways about it. All the time I thought I can live without it. All the time I thought I can live without it, but I only wrote it down. So I can shout it. Thank you.
So what's the rest of this year looking like? You've got a busy calendar, or are you taking it a bit more quiet running into the end of the year?
I think if I'm not mistaken, we are playing Glenfest on Sunday, which is in remembrance of Glenn who passed away. It's a co-owner that joined us, and as a festival in memoriam. But I'm going to Mallorca tomorrow. Did I mention that to many people? Sorry about that. But basically, they're doing an instrumental sort of gig because we still want to show face at some. We've been honoured to be playing with some old scene bands and like the people that have we used to watch in like venues such as Join Us, Talking Heads, such and such, and they've asked us to come and play. So the guys are going to go represent there, which is it's an amazing opportunity.
We've got to get you to sign the teapot. Grace Savage has signed it. I don't think we've got that video, sadly, but it's there.
No, we got photos.
Yeah?
Yeah, there is evidence. Grace has signed it, only the poets have signed it.
Sign that teapot. We'll get as many signatures on it, and then eventually it'll be auctioned off for charity. So, yeah, someone's drawn a penis on the teapot. I do believe it might be my cousin or Roger Labonte the Leaf. All the way from Canada. Well, not really, just from up north, but he's Canadian. Gonna embarrass the buggers.
I'll just do salve. I'll write a little salve on there.
Well, it's been an absolute crazy night. We're all shattered.
Yeah.
I know that the camera crew are shattered. And see you at the next one.
See you at the next one.
Smack in the nuts!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
That is a wrap.
Well, I came down to get my stress. I was so carefree, but you on the road with your yellow dress never died in me. You crack a wink, I feel myself sink so deep, and I think I'm drowning in her eyes. Somebody help me. So escape this siren's call. So we'll not let her take you.